First, the highlights. Lagos State Governor tasks residents on positive expression, gratitude despite challenges. Federal government vows to sanction power distributors for rejecting electricity allocation by Transmission Company of Nigeria. On quarantine, Haiti's Prime Minister tenders resignation, appeals for calm. And in sports, Nigeria's weightlifters win 9 gold medals at ongoing African Games in Ghana. Now the details. I am Mike James. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged residents, particularly Muslim faithful, to always express positivity and gratitude despite the abounding challenges. Governor Sanwo-Olu made the call during the State House 2024 special Ramadan prayer with the theme, Allah will not change the way of a people until they change what is in their hearts, drawn from Quran chapter 13 verse 11. The governor, who reiterated his administration's commitment to alleviate the people's plight, charged religious leaders to implore their congregation support for his Themes Plus agenda, which aims to achieve a greater Lagos for all.
Work with all of you, with different stakeholders, to ensure that the difficult moments that we have as a country will overcome. I want to pray that as we have started this one, we will all have the ability to end it well after 29 or 30 days, and we'll have the power and the strength and the opportunity to even come in subsequent years.
In his welcome address, Commissioner for Home Affairs Ibrahim Layode implored Muslim faithful to remember Lagos and Nigeria in their prayers, and that Allah turns around the challenging times facing the country. Layode also urged them to shun practices that will deprive them from the blessings of Ramadan, embrace tolerance and love for all regardless of religion.
And this challenging time, through our collective supplication, Almighty Allah will turn our present socio-economic challenge facing us as a nation into national prosperity. We should also give more than a fleeting thought for the less privileged amongst us by opening our hands in almsgiving.
Speaking on the theme for the 2024 Ramadan prayer, Chief Imam of Lagos State, Sheikh Sulaiman Abu Nola, noted that the much-needed change that the society craves must start from individual attitude and values. Prayer has been offered for President Bola Tinubu, Governor Sanwo-Olu and the First Family, Deputy Governor and his family, the State Executive Council, the Speaker and Legislative Arm, Chief Judge and the Judiciary, Head of Service, the Public Service and all Lagosians. Lagos State Government is set to organize a special stakeholders party on transportation safety at event centers, clubs and places of gathering in the state. Special advisor to the Governor of Lagos State on Transportation, Shola Giwa, said the event is scheduled to hold on Wednesday, 13th of March 2024 at LCCI Conference and Exhibition Center, Ikeja. Giwa confirmed that traffic management and control has become a major concern for the government as a result of loss of man-hours due to traffic created during events in the state. He said the aim of the party is to formulate measures that will ensure smooth and efficient management of traffic while also minimizing inconveniences for road users. Lagos State Government has commenced the removal of all illegal shanties, structures that litter the Lagos Coastal Road at Mayegun Estate by Jakande in the Lekki area of the state, reiterating its commitment to urban regeneration in the state. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources, Tokunbo Wahab, stated this during his visit to the scene of the enforcement alongside some state officials. He informed that several sites have been identified in the state and need to be recovered for proper regeneration, as these sites are gradually being converted to environmental slums within the city. The commissioner, who spoke through the Permanent Secretary, Office of Drainage Services and Water Resources, Mahmood Adigbite, said the regeneration of the state will be done by the Lagos State Development Plan, stating that it is expedient that residents must respect town planning laws and abide by its provisions. The demolition of shanties is ongoing simultaneously in other parts of the state, such as the Jora Underbridge, Obalindi Underbridge, as well as Orile area of the state. The Pan-Yoruba Social Political Organization, Afenifere, has called on President Bola Tinubu to go after the terrorists wreaking havoc in the country. In a statement jointly signed by its publicity secretary, Mogaji Adejumo, and his assistant, Justice Falui, the organization said it is time for the president to demonstrate the political will and courage to annihilate the terrorists killing and abducting people in hundreds. Afenifere also charged President Tinubu to restructure the country to operate regional government under the parliamentary system, while his recent pronouncement on state police should be allowed to have its foothold. And now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has vowed to severely deal with power distributors that reject electricity allocated to them by the Transmission Company of Nigeria. It also revealed that in the next 3 to 6 months, it would ramp up power generation and supply to between 6,000 and 6,500 megawatts. Minister of Power, Adebayo Adelabu, who said this in Abuja before meeting with heads of agencies under his ministry, noted that the federal government is subsidizing the electricity bills of consumers nationwide by about 65%. According to him, non-performance of discos in terms of epileptic power supply qualifies as a basis for revocation of license. And Yobe State government has announced that 564 out of the 636 patients of meningitis in the state have recovered. The state's Disease Surveillance and Notification Officer, Primary Healthcare Management Board, Aruna Umar, said this in an interview in Damaturu. Umar noted that as of Monday, the total fatality was 22, while 50 patients remained on admission and were being observed and managed in isolation centers. He said the government had taken proactive measures to curb the spread of the disease in the state. And over to some foreign news. Haiti's Prime Minister Ariel Henry has tendered his resignation and appealed for calm as the country descends into chaos. Speaking in a video address, the 74-year-old made the announcement following an emergency meeting of regional nations where Caribbean states called for a swift transition. Henry, who has led Haiti unelected since the 2021 assassination of its last president, said his government will resign immediately after the installation of a transitional council. He urged Haitians to remain calm and do everything they can for peace and stability to come back as fast as possible. Haiti has been plagued by spiraling violence in recent weeks as armed gangs have taken control, calling on Henry to go. And over to sports news, Nigeria's weightlifters have won 9 gold medals of the weightlifting event at the ongoing African Games 2023 in Accra, Ghana. Competing in the 55-kilogram class, 2022 Commonwealth Games gold medalist Adijat Olaniyi won gold in snatch with 80-kilogram lift, 1 gold in clean and jerk with 105-kilogram lift before peaking the 3rd gold medal in total with 185-kilogram lift. Adijong Umafia, who made his debut in the 67-kilogram, showed why he remained a dominant force in weightlifting in Africa and the world after he amassed all the gold medals in that category. Also, Rafiatu Lawal claimed all the 3 gold medals in the 59-kilogram class, 85-kilogram, and recorded 105-kilogram in clean and jerk. She also collected a gold medal in total with 190-kilogram lift. So far, Nigerian weightlifters have won a total of 14 medals in weightlifting of the 13th Africa Games. And that was our news at 12, but just before we go, always makers of pedestrian bridges were available. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X, formerly Twitter, Traffic Radio 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Watch us live on Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, and on YouTube. Subscribe and watch all our previous programs and news on our channel, Traffic Radio 961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration constructed towers with alarm bells and perimeter fences in model colleges? You can always get details on the Lagos State Government website. And to end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has urged residents, particularly Muslim faithful, to always express positivity and gratitude despite their abounding challenges. The federal government has vowed to severely deal with power distributors that reject electricity allocated to them by the Transmission Company of Nigeria. We also told you that Haiti's Prime Minister Ariel Henry has tendered his resignation and appealed for calm as the country descends into chaos. And in sports, Nigeria's weightlifters have won 9 gold medals of the weightlifting event at the ongoing African Games 2023 in Accra, Ghana. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to Lagos Traffic Radio at lagosstate.gov.ng. And that ends the news broadcast compiled by Sadiq Yusuf. My name is Mike James. Thank you for listening, Lagos. A beautiful afternoon to you. It's quite cloudy out there. We'll be connecting with Micah Arocha for Lunchtime Waka shortly. Stay here with us.